quote of this moment. The force is strong.
Make 10 men feel like 100.
We'll take the next chance.
What? I'm in the bathroom again. Yes. Well, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So what's going on, guys? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Today is Friday, December 16th, and you guys know what it is. The Rogue One came out today. Here's my review. You guys all clicked on it because you want to know my thoughts. Let's talk about it. You guys all know what this movie is about. I'm just going to give like a technical thing. This is basically the prequel to Episode 4. This is about Jey Erso and the band of rebels called Rogue One who go to steal the plans of Death Star. Done. I promise you guys there will be no spoilers in this review. You're definitely sticking with me. This is probably one of everybody's probably most anticipated film of the year. For me, it was definitely my number 2. It was definitely my number 2 most anticipated, probably my number 2, number 3 most anticipated film of the year. I was very excited for this film. I was very excited. I wanted to see how this would handle the anthology films, kicking it off, as well as because I wanted to see how Star Wars could handle origin movies very well. And I will say, ignoring the noise that people hear, but I will say, Star Wars Rogue One is a great, different, dark, gritty take that feels like a war movie that is great. It is great. Now, I didn't love the film, but I really thought it was a great time. I really had a great time with this movie. And let's start off with the performances. Performances are fantastic. I think it's definitely nothing to say. You have a great cast. This is probably the best Star Wars cast in a movie. I will go ahead and say that right now. It is probably the best Star Wars cast in a film. Let's start off with, obviously, how was, Felicity Jones. Okay. Felicity Jones was fantastic. I thought she was incredible as Jyn Erso. Mads Mikkelsen is one of my favorite actors, and he's great as he always is. There's so many great performances. Like, you talk about a guy I like who a lot of people didn't really say. Like, how was, like, I forgot it. He played the, kind of the Grand Moff Tarkin of this, but here's the thing. I love about this movie. I think the cast is great. Everybody gives such a great performance. The standouts of this movie are Donnie Yen's character and K2SO. He's the standout of the film. He's definitely the one that I think is going to get the most laughs for audiences, and definitely had it tonight, where he had the most laughs for everybody. This is a movie meant to see on the big screen. Just like The Force Awakens was, this is a movie that is probably going to make over $1 billion guaranteed. Is it going to make over $2 billion? Probably not. And I will say this. This is a movie that needed to do what it owned. It didn't need to reference, okay, we're going to go in this direction, and we're going to reference the crap out of Star Wars, and we're going to reference what made the original so great. And what this movie makes it so great was it captivated and made it its own. It made it its own. It didn't need to have a note like, oh, that's the Millennium Falcon. That's Han Solo and Chewbacca ship. Or, oh, we need to just, like, it didn't have to do that. It's on its own. And I will say that what I loved about this film was it was great. It was such an intense ride. And even the last act, which I thought was fantastic, was the way it needed to end. And it's something you need to see. Darth Vader. Let's talk about Darth Vader. For those who think he is going to be in the movie a lot, like reviews like Chris Stuckman, who haven't really understand that if you have not seen the trailers, he's not in the movie that much. I wasn't expecting much, and the scenes I thought were great. Now, I'm not bashing Chris Stuckman, but I wish he could have gave it more thought when I saw his review, because it's definitely not a B movie to me. It's definitely kind of an A- movie to me, because it has problems, and I'll talk about that in a second, but what I thought handled it so well was it handled Darth Vader correctly. And I read a book recently that came out before the movie, and it's called Rogue One Catalyst by James Luenso, and I will say, I really got to know more of the characters. I understood the characters. So I recommend reading that book, kind of going in the movie knowing what I was going into, and really enjoying it. Now, the negatives I have to say with the movie is the characterizations. You don't really get to know much of the characters besides Jyn Erso, and I kind of wish they did that better, because you got this Rogue One, and I wish that they could have handled that better. And the characterizations of certain characters, I wish they could have handled better. Some of the story in the first half was kind of hard to get into at points. It was very moving and very slow at times. But this is a Star Wars movie. You have that. But I will say, if I had to rank the films as of now, I would go The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Return of the... I'm going to go Rogue One, and then Return of the Jedi, and then I'm going to go Revenge of the Sith, and then I'm going to go Phantom and Attack. That's how I would go with all the live actions. It's definitely the movie, I think, to kick off Star Wars, the anthology films. This is definitely the right way they need to kick off. I think they did a damn good job. I was very worried because also Gareth Edwards, who did Godzilla. I really enjoyed Godzilla. I thought it could have been handled. That my camera died, but like I was saying, this was the movie that we needed to have, and I think it handled it very well. Now there is story problems, characterizations I would like to have no more of, but I think this is a movie people will enjoy. This movie is a great film. It's not a top 10 of the year list kind of movie, but it's definitely an honorable mention. I really had a great time. 4.3 out of 5 for Star Wars Rogue One. And I know a lot of people are going to ask, is Force Awakens or Rogue One? And you saw my rankings. I'm going Force Awakens I like a little better, but this is a great movie. I really enjoyed it. So that is my review of Star Wars Rogue One. There you guys go. The review is done. Let me know what you guys all thought about the film. You guys have most of you have seen it by now, or not. Go see the movie. Now, there will not be a spoiler review, although if you need to go see any spoiler reviews, go watch the big ones, the big critics. But that being said, guys, look forward to my review for Collateral Beauty. Look forward to my review for Passengers and Assassin's Creed. Also look forward to my review that will be coming out by the end of the year. So the movies I'm going to be seeing before the end of the year, you'll have a review for Silence, Fences, because I'm going to be going out of town. So you got Silence, Fences, Patriots Day, Live by Night, and that's it for like the big movies, and then I'll see Why Him and some other Christmas movies, and then we will branch out the top 10 of the year. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you guys like this, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. May the Force be with you.